Retro Racing Report from Ascot Park, 1963. It's September 11th, 1963. Big car races, also known as sprint cars. We're in that transition between calling them sprint cars, big cars, modifieds. Pick your title. There you go. And it happens to be Bobby Hogle night. Bobby Hogle night. There's a long article in here by Art Loya. And not a lot of photos this time around, but we have a ton of data, and so I'm going to put it all in here for you. Here we go with this nice long article. Be sure to like and subscribe and share this video. Let your friends know about it, and there we go. Here we go. Bobby Hogle by Art Loya, who was the CRA Publicity Director. Tonight's 30-lap feature event winds up another successful and most colorful career of a driver in the CRA ranks. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's race, Bob Hogle has captured the 1963 CRA Sprint Car Championship. In all of his competitive phases towards the championship point chase, he has proven to be the most adept, having won 8 feature events, second 8 times, third 4 times, and ran out of the money in only 5 events. Besides these victories, he won 6 Trophy Dash events. His biggest asset for his great driving record comes from the mechanical work of the Morales pit crew, Gil, Chuck, Sammy, and his car owner Alex Morales. Hogle, who happens to be the pride and joy of Buena Park, has not only turned into a polished race driver, but is a top-flight chauffeur with a stimulating and energetic winning determination to put his own distinctive personality into his role. His tremendous will to compete and a heart to win is something to behold. In 1962, during the California Midwinter Fair, he flipped the Kimball Carter Chevy during qualifying at El Centro. What has been described as one of the most spectacular flips seen that season, Hogle was able to walk away from that one. Born November 24, 1934 in Anaheim, this handsome bachelor, yes, he's still single, girls, first competed at Huntington Beach in 1956 driving jalopies. His first night out, he won a hooligan race, and that was the deciding factor for Bob's racing career. Again, in 1959, it was another first for our young lover boy, as he has become known, when in his first time out while competing in the modified sportsman, he showed the tail end of his mount to a befuddled field of top sportsman drivers. Working his way up from the modifieds to the California Racing Association sprint cars, he has shown an amazing ability with a style very strongly resembling that of former CRA star Jim Hurtubise to just get around any oval and battle wheel to wheel with the very best leadfoots in the business. To add to his laurels, he has established 3 track records, 2 of which still exist. He's got the 6-lap record here at Ascot, established just a little over a year ago, driving a B&E Auto Supply Chevy owned by Bill Sykes of Bellflower, and one at Manzanita Park Speedway, the 25-lap record of 9 minutes and 39 seconds, which he set in 1961, this time behind the wheel of Kennyworth Chevy. Since his start with CRA in 1959, Bob has skyrocketed to be one of the West Coast's leading big car drivers. His apprenticeship has been well tested, what with the solid competition from such seasoned veterans as Billy Cantrell, Allen Heath, Colby Scroggins, and Jack Brunner, just to name a few. With only 3 seasons behind him, Hogle finished 8th in the final championship point standings in 1962. At that time, although this rider was asked to withhold the name of the car owner, Hogle was offered an assignment to drive in this year's Indianapolis 500. It's the dream of every race driver to make the fabulous 500. It was almost a reality for Bob. He made one of the most difficult decisions of his still young career, that of turning down the offer so that he may better prepare himself with another year of sprint car racing. Like a young promising boxer or thoroughbred, a promising driver cannot be pushed too quickly, so it was a wise and well-thought decision that Hogle made for himself in one of the most precarious occupations known to man, driving race cars. Well, make no mistake, Hogle is dynamite on any track, and that he has proven all this season. After tonight's races, he'll leave to compete against some of the most outstanding Indianapolis 500 veterans, including Parnelli Jones, A.J. Foyt, Roger Ward, and Jim Hurtubise, Chuck Holtz, who was a former CRA champ, and Roger McCluskey. Hogle's been assigned to drive the Schultz Engineering Special Offenhauser, owned by Ollie Prather, this Saturday afternoon, September 14th at the 11th Annual Hoosier 100. This is the same car that Jim McElreath won the Rookie of the Year at Indy in 1962, qualifying the car at better than 149 miles per hour. It was also driven to a third place in last year's Hoosier 100. Well, I'm hoping to qualify the car for the 100-miler this Saturday. And if I do, then the next step is to do my best to please my car owner in the race. With a little luck, perhaps he will be back to compete both in the Sacramento and Phoenix 100-milers, said Bob, when asked about his future plans. Well, at this point, it certainly is in the heart of all the fans here at Ascot, the pit crews in the infield, the officials of CRA and Ascot, and above all his competitors, to wish Hogle the very best of luck in his new racing ventures and a victorious trip to the winner's circle at Indy in the very near future. On this particular night, Bob Hogle started 8th outside 4th row, and he was chasing Allen Heath throughout much of the race. And according to the notes we have, he finally gained the lead on lap 22. So he was chasing Allen Heath for quite a while. And by lap 22 he got there, and he won the 30-lap feature main event. That's Bob Hogle. So be sure to like and subscribe. Let your friends know about all this, and come back for the next one.